Good morning, students. Welcome to Geography class. We are reading chapter 8 Deserts. Today, we will read about Ladakh. Ladakh, as you already learned from your last lesson, is a cold desert in India. It lies in the Great Himalayas on the eastern side of Jammu Kashmir. As you can see in this map over here, the portion which is marked white in color is Ladakh. It has the mighty Karakoram range in the north, and in the south it is bounded by Jansankar mountains. Now let us learn something about the climate of Ladakh. Due to its high altitude, Ladakh is always freezing cold and dry for most of the year. The air is so thin that you can feel the sun's heat intensely in this region. In summers, the temperature during the day is just above 0 degrees. So you can imagine that how cold it is during summers too. And the night temperature is much below minus 30 degrees centigrade. In winters, the temperature remains as low as minus 40 degrees Celsius most of the time. So it's freezing cold all throughout the year. And rainfall in this region is as low as 10 centimeter annually. Why? It is because it lies in the rain shadow of the Himalayas. What is rain shadow area? The area which receives very rainfall. The area or the portion of the mountain which receives very less rainfall is known as rain shadow area, because the other side of the mountain receives more rainfall. And Ladakh is in the rain shadow area, that's why it receives very scanty rainfall all throughout the year. Now, there is a place in Ladakh which is called Moonland or the Broken Moon. What is that place called? It is called Lamayaru. It is located east of the famous Fotula Pass on the Leh Srinagar highway. This place is popularly known as Moonland by the locals due to its peculiar land surface, which closely resembles the surface seen on the moon. If you see the surface of the moon, you will find that small hills are there. Similar kind of land surface is found in this region, Lamayaru. That's why this place is known as Moonland or Broken Moon. It is situated at the height or altitude of more than 13,500 feet. It's so beautiful a place that it attracts tourists all throughout the year. Now, Ladakh range with an average height of 6,000 meter does not have any major peak. However, there are several mountain passes which provide access to Ladakh. As you can see in this picture, names of different passes are mentioned over here. All these passes are giving access to Ladakh. Of all these passes, Karakoram Pass and Jojila Pass are the big ones. This Ladakh region is drained by river Indus, as you can see over here. River Indus flows through this region along with its tributaries like Shyok, Jansankar, Nubra and Suru. So from this rivers, and from this river and its tributaries, this land of Ladakh gets water. These rivers have cut deep valleys in the otherwise rocky desert surface. Besides these rivers, there are many glaciers in the region, particularly in the Karakoram range. And another interesting fact or physical feature of Ladakh is Pangong Lake. Now, this is a huge lake that extends even to China. It is present in Ladakh. As you can see in the map, the portion of the lake which is inside that white portion is in Ladakh, and the rest is extended to China. It's a huge lake that is present over here. Now let us look into the natural vegetation. We know that this area of Ladakh receives very little rainfall. That's why the vegetation in Ladakh is sparse. That is very small, very little. Some stunted trees like willow, cypress, elm, juniper, and poplar are found in the valley and the lower slopes of the mountain. That is, in the foot region of the mountain, we find this kind of tree. As you can see in the very first picture, the mountains are there at the back, but in the foot region of the mountain, willow, this type of trees are seen. But as we go to the higher slopes, we see that the land surface over there only grows grasses and shrubs. So at the higher slopes, as we go at the higher altitude, we will see there are grasses and shrubs. Now let us look into wildlife. From your last lesson of cold deserts, you have already learned about the different wildlife that are present in different cold deserts, like wild goat, yak, Tibetan antelope. You know about these things. In Ladakh, we find a special kind of Tibetan wild ass which is called Kiang, as you can see in the very first picture. Besides Kiang, yak, wild goat, Tibetan antelope, all these things are found in this region. Different birds like carrion crow, golden eagle, pigeon, shukar are seen in this region, that is in Ladakh. Now about the human activities, people who stay in this region, they practice agriculture on the lower slopes. They grow crops like wheat, barley, vegetable, and different fruits like apples, apricots, walnuts. But during winter, people practice handicrafts like carpet weaving, as you can see in this picture. So this was all that you need to know about Ladakh as of now. So now you should open your book and read this chapter, Deserts. This is chapter 8. You will find this in page number 75 of your geography book. And if you have any problem understanding this chapter, you can send me your queries in the given mail ID in the class hours. Thank you.